right, here we go. 3, 2. Got a burp. Hold on. Okay.
Put that in there.
3, 2. And welcome back to another episode of the Rally Back Project with Crystal and John.
Hey!
We look a little different today.
Right? Just a little bit.
We are on the road to next level.
Yep, day 2 of driving.
Yes, and don't worry. The camera is on the windshield. I am looking forward. I will be talking. Maybe I'll look every now and then, but eyes on the road.
Yes.
Not 10 and 2. What's the new one that they say?
Oh, there's a new one?
Yeah, there's a new one because like up here at 10 and 2, like with the airbag, you're supposed to be like down here.
Oh
now.
Yeah, I do 6.
You do 6? 6 p.m.?
Just 6.
Just 6. It's never a.m. It's always p.m. with
Always 6 p.m.
So Blake and David tried to race us.
Yeah, and we let them win.
But they like to wake up at like 5 in the morning. And if you know us,
yeah, no,
we ain't up at 5 in the morning.
He like did a little like fun thing of it and was like, oh, send us a picture when you leave tomorrow. And I love how I'm looking at the road too and not the camera.
Yeah, you can look at the camera. You're not driving.
And you know, they were like, oh, send us a picture. So we did. And they left later than us because they actually had to do some repairs on Blake's truck before they could even leave. And so we arrived at our stop first. They drove a little bit longer, but we had a plan
to ensure that they beat us.
Maybe. We had a planned stop that we had hotel reservations that we could not cancel. So we were making it there and not going further.
Right, it was a little bit past the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Just so that today would be a slightly shorter day.
And it was a perfect, like, we needed the stop once it came up. We wouldn't have continued driving beyond that, I think, even if we hadn't like planned where we were going to stay.
Yeah. She was the one falling asleep.
I was. So we did, so we only got 4 hours of sleep the night before. It was not planned and not the best idea, but thankfully we did okay. Because we drove 10 hours. Yeah,
I wanted to make sure that the van was packed and ready to go.
So that you didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, aside from like the cooler and the camera equipment.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have slept well because we would have been stressed about all the packing and stuff that we'd have to do the next day.
Right.
And then we would have probably left later had you not done that the night before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we left around 11:30.
Well, I think once we got gas and got
on the road,
got on the road, it was like noon.
Yeah, we left the house at like 11:15. And then, the drive actually wasn't too bad. The first 8 hours, not too bad. Those last 2, it was funny because we had an hour and a half left, and that's how far we live away from the airport, right? And John is trying to like help me feel better, and he was like, now all we got left is the drive to the airport. And I was like, it was, those drives kind of feel long, but not long at the same time. As soon as when we're driving to the airport, right, it'll feel long, but then as soon as it starts to feel long, we're basically almost there. So then it's like, it's fine, right?
Well, it's almost, when you have like an hour to 2 hour, even a 4 hour drive.
Yeah.
Because I remember the drive to Orlando was 4 hours from Miami. When you have like a short distance, not short, but like 4 hours to go, you're like, okay, like that's doable in your mind. And then you get on the road, you're like, oh, this is kind of longer than you thought. Yeah. But when you settle in for an all-day drive and you're just driving all day,
but it actually kind of,
it doesn't feel bad because you mentally prepare for an all-day drive.
Right.
Because when you prepare for a 4 hour or like even 5 hour drive, I feel like in your mind you're like, oh, this is gonna take like 2 or 3. Like that's the time frame you have in your mind. Yeah. Instead of all day, you're like, oh well, we're gonna be on the road all day.
Right.
So yeah. We stopped at Buc-ee's.
We did.
In Daytona Beach.
We both did well. He wouldn't let me look at anything. He walked very fast through everything. Wouldn't let me stop at
also,
Halloween
if you look behind us, we don't exactly have room.
There's some room
for decor.
There's room. I wouldn't have gotten anything big, but yeah. And then we did pretty good at on the food. I got a little protein pack that was turkey and cheese and a hard-boiled egg.
With some grapes?
Yeah, and some grapes and some almonds. I didn't end up eating
Final
almonds.
destination.
A log truck. That person riding behind was a little brave.
Well, they were switching over because they're in the other
Swooping over?
Yeah. Swooping.
Oh, there's a dispensary if you want
to. So we're currently in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Leaving Louisiana.
Yep. I got my compressions on to hopefully help, everything.
The lymphatic
system. Because I tend to swell on drives and planes and stuff. But anyway, what else do we have before we start the questions? Oh, let's give a shout out to Katie from Monarch Pine.
Yeah, shout out to Katie from Monarch Pine. Oh, that's right, because today's episode is brought to you by
Katie from Monarch Pine. So if you are looking for any jewelry findings or jewelry blanks, make sure to check her out on her website, monarchpine.com, and use code RileyBlack for 10% off. Patrons get more, of course.
Of course, always do. If you are a patron, don't forget to join the TRBP Hangout Facebook group.
Yes.
Where all the discounts are posted and our after darks and lives are there. Also, if you're not a patron yet, you can still be part of a community. The Riley Black Project community Facebook group. Join there and get all the, whatnot. We went live yesterday on the first day there. And we're
trying to go live in there.
We're going to do better about posting more in the group.
Now that the studio has kind of settled and stuff, now it's just promotion time for that. But then we'll be able to spend a little bit more time in the Facebook groups.
Yep. So. I'm rolling up to next level in my last year's next level.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
I didn't notice. This was
2024.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I saved the new one for while we're there.
I was like, he's wearing that already?
Yeah, no, this is last year's. It's just same thing, different year.
Yep.
Yeah. So
different skyline though, probably.
Huh?
Because the skyline is of where it's at.
Oh,
and last
Grapevine?
year it was in Tulsa. So that's probably Tulsa.
Oh, was this Tulsa?
Skyline.
Tulsa? Did it say Tulsa? Or
doesn't say, so he does the Tulsa skyline.
Okay, the skyline change is not the where it's at. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we polled for questions, right?
We did.
And we got some on the road questions.
Yeah. All right, so the first one I feel is perfect as the first question. What are your favorite road snacks?
Ooh, road snack. I like a good trail mix.
Yeah.
We bought a bag there with us. Trail mix, not the Chex mix though.
Yeah.
Like with nuts and chocolate.
Pieces, yeah.
And sometimes raisins, sometimes not. Just the trail mix are a good road snack. And of course Doritos. We don't have Doritos because she's on a health kick, but a good I like the nacho cheese classic Doritos.
Yeah. The one we get is from Walmart. It's called the Indulgence Mix, and it's really good. But it's dangerous, especially if you are on a health kick, because I measured out a serving.
You get like a palm.
And you get like 10 pieces. Not really, but almost.
Yeah, it tricks you because you think, like trail mix, it has nuts in it.
Right.
It's semi-healthy, whatever. I guess once you add that chocolate into it.
Well, and something I've learned on this health kick is that a lot of nuts are fried.
Fried?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess
so
I can see that.
Dry, I think fried or
they're probably in oil. Yeah. Which is I think that is
and that
technically makes it fried.
Right. And so that's what makes it the worst, that not as good for you as you think you're doing. So if I do have nuts, they need to be dry roasted is what is preferred.
If you do have nuts.
If I do have nuts. I was trying to make it through that, but I couldn't.
Attention all laser owners and crafters. Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high-quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time-consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their laser-ready blanks.
The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow.
Today.
But yeah, so for me, that question is different. Old crystal and new crystal. I still got some I'll just show you my road snacks. So they're peanut butter cups, but healthier for you peanut butter cups.
We are not sponsored by any of these.
We're not sponsored. But I figured I might as well just show you because they're here. And then we got skinny dipped almonds. And these sweet potato chips.
Man, those are fire.
So good. I have to measure out a serving because if I don't, it's a smaller bag. I can smash this bag.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Especially if you know it's after an edible, that bag is gone.
It's so true. Yeah. We brought 2 on the trip and we were like.
On the trip, we always get 2.
We do. Every week we get 2. And we brought 2 and he was like, one's going to be yours, one's going to be mine.
Yeah, we're going to label them Crystal and John's.
So yeah, I'd say Old Crystal. Old Crystal would have
exit only that
gotten the Muddy Buddies. Those what are they, like Chex and like peanut butter and chocolate and like powdered sugar? They're a mess though. Like if I wear all black almost all the time.
You mean your uniform?
And when I get the Muddy Buddies, you have to be careful because you're going to get powdered sugar on you and it doesn't come off easily.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Oh, they're so good.
You introduced me to those. I didn't know.
Those I can smash the whole thing. And it's a smaller bag. And there's like several servings in that bag. So I didn't even tempt myself. I didn't get those this time. I really wanted to, but I didn't. We even,
made wrap.
Yeah, we pulled over and because I was getting hungry and I was like, should we stop somewhere or should we make something that we brought? Because that's the other struggle too, right? It's you can bring the stuff with you, but then actually using it when, when
hunger strikes.
Yeah. And it's hard too because it took us way longer. Like as you were, doing it, I was like, man, this is a lot longer than going through a drive-through.
Yeah.
But so you have to like make those sacrifices, and so we pulled over into a Dollar General and he had to unload like the cooler and stuff and we made wraps and I had Lesser Evil popcorn.
A little picnic.
We did. We had a little picnic in the car. So yeah, road snacks, those are our general road snacks. The Lesser Evil popcorn, that's bomb too, but with popcorn you tend to get stuff in your teeth. So we had to make sure to grab these from our luggage today to have some
floss picks
for
awesome.
After eating. But I think that answers that one, right?
Yep.
Do you play car games?
No car games. We listen to tunes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, we tried so hard to listen to this. Because we're on this like
business
mindset Audible books, right? And so we looked up some good books, that are like similar to where we're at right now.
Right.
And we listened to almost 3 hours of this book. And at 2 hours, I was like, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Because like I'm sure it's a good book because it came highly rated from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the reviews and stuff.
So
but, like, it was just slow.
Right. And to give it like, so we haven't finished it obviously, so we can't give it a full review.
Right.
But it's an 8-hour Audible book. And we got about like 2.5, 3 hours in. I'm going to say 2 hours because that third hour,
listening after.
You were on your phone.
Yeah.
My mind was wandering.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we're not really paying attention. Like, we're not listening to it anymore.
Well,
At this point, it's background noise. So I just put on music instead.
And the hard part for me, and maybe it's my like ADHD, but like, so he kept in the book, he kept talking about you don't do this, and you do this, and this is how businesses fail.
He
and
might have been building the arc.
Okay, but he took too long for my ADHD.
Because yes, you're used to like an hour-and-a-half movie or a doc. Or
well, not even that, because I've listened to 6 8-hour books, but it's like, here are the things, like a chapter. Here are the common pitfalls. And then the next chapter is, here are some tools to start, you know what I mean? That's what I'm used to, and that's what's more like my speed. And so for me, it kind of felt like doom and gloom. It was like, oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do this. Yeah. And then I was like, cool, what do I do instead? I always need that soon after, don't do this.
Yeah.
So he turned that off and turned on some music, and I like came alive, and then we started dancing because it was like, oh, that's all we needed was some good throwback 90s and, 2000 hip hop.
There was I think there was some 80s in there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was some Michael Jackson too. So yeah, no road games. I used to play those. So when I was little, my dad's wife and us would go to, we'd drive to New Mexico, I believe, or Arizona, for like Thanksgiving and stuff to see her family. And, she would always give, like, she was great about like planning. She planned like my whole drive, and it was awesome, especially as a kid, because it was all of these different like
kept you entertained.
Things. Yeah, it was like find this many license plates from this many states, and then when I did, I would get like a present,
a lollipop.
Yeah, and like one of the presents was those like string things where you'd like make the cradle and like the where you wrapped. You don't know about those?
Where you would throw up gang signs?
No, you don't know about those? Where you did this and this.
Oh, yeah,
and
then you get the X's.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
I played that once. I always, on like on school field trips, you would always see the girls with those.
Yeah, so things like that she would give, and it was great because... I mean, similar to this, I think it was just like an all day. I don't think we stopped anywhere.
That's a log truck, but it's all like 2x4s.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's the new school log truck.
Right? 2x4s instead of logs.
Yeah, like actually cut wood instead of the logs. Road games.
But yeah, so no road games.
No.
Who does more of the driving?
I mean, I do all the driving.
He really does.
Especially on trips.
Yeah, I can't. I don't do well on long distances.
Yeah. See, we're not even.
I'm passenger princess and I'm tired.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Every once in a while, if we do like city driving, he'll be like, "You're driving," and I'm like, "Okay."
Like she drove the kid. She drove the boys to school because I'm like, listen, I'm driving for the next 10 hours. You're at least driving to drop them off.
It's fair, totally, more than fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but even
so he's
that
the driver.
Deserves a disclaimer. Like, listen, you're driving because I'm doing this.
Yeah, because if we're both in the car, he's the driver, unless on the rare occurrence, like I know where we're going.
Yeah.
Or if like he's going like
or if
for
I'm
me
dying
sometimes.
and she's taking me to urgent care.
that too. Do you fight over the radio?
No. It's my car. I'm driving.
Yeah, but like, there's not even really. If I wanted to listen to something, you're so chill that like, unless I wanted to listen to some weird book or I don't know.
Yeah, and even then, I'd probably put my earbud in and listen
and
to something.
his normal ignoring that he does with that earbud.
Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9 to 5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon Laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye.
Are you tired of endlessly joining jump rings?
There's gotta be an easier way.
Are your wrists aching after numerous orders? Introducing Keychain Thingies, the time-saving solution for anyone making keychains.
It's so fast and easy.
These revolutionary plastic thingies make large or multiple orders a snap. So easy, even a child can do it.
That was so easy.
So what are you waiting for? Go to keychainthingies.com and order now. Keychain Thingies will change your life. However, they should not be used to cure any medical ailments, repair broken relationships, or help lose weight. Do not use Keychain Thingies unless you want to save time and aggravation.
Okay, how fast is technology changing as far as our machines are concerned? So,
oh man, I mean,
the warp speed. To me,
listen, just think about, when did you start? 4 years ago?
No, 6.
About 6 years ago?
Yeah.
So 6
6
years
or
ago.
7, actually.
Think about then, the entry level machine. 'Cause I'm guessing they're talking about like lasers and stuff like that. The entry level machine was a Glowforge.
Right.
That was like your tabletop.
Well, and before that, it was like diode.
A diode, right?
Yeah.
So Glowforge and diode, right?
Yeah.
And look at now at the landscape between xTool, One Laser, the Thunder, bolts, the 5 that we have,
right?
All, and I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch out.
Yeah, there's so many.
Because there's so many entry
all
level.
the different xTools, the combined laser now.
Yeah, that's right. The fiber,
Chotec has a fiber and a CO2. Technically the F1s are combined because it's the blue light and
there are different versions of those between the Ultra and the F1, the regular one.
There's
fibers
a
are now
Ultra
in the
2
game.
now.
Yeah, fibers, MOPA, there are all these. So I mean, and that's in the last 6.
Well, the MOPAs, I don't know if those are fibers and MOPAs. I don't think that those are necessarily
they're not new, but they're like, I mean to say, when you got into it, they weren't marketed towards the maker.
No.
It was more like industrial and stuff. Like, this is now marketed more towards the maker. And I think that's, and that's in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Lower barrier to entry on a lot of things. Which is great and not great at the same time.
That's why I would say there's positive and negatives, because lower barrier to entry, that means more people are going to come into the game. But I feel I'm always of the mindset that just because there are more people doesn't necessarily mean you're pulling from the same pool.
Right.
It means the pool is getting bigger.
Right.
Because before you're a maker, most of the time you're a buyer, you're a purchaser. So I just feel like it's growing, and more makers mean that the pool is getting bigger. So technology's come a long way, and I mean, I can't wait to see what, I mean, we're gonna go see Lens Digital's Vertigo of the virtual laser. And then I also saw I don't know if this is like a one-off, if someone did this to their fiber, or if it's like a kit that you can buy. But basically it puts the head of the laser on the opposite side of the bed, because you flip it on its side, and now it becomes like a vertical laser.
Right.
It has like a hinge. And I thought that was cool. And I don't know if that was someone like playing around and, to do that, or if that's like a kit that is now available.
Yeah, or an alteration they made of their own.
I saw it on a short or a reel.
You were trying to show me and send it to me, and then it refreshed and it's gone forever. So yeah, I mean, it's come a long way. People are innovating. I mean, think of even the Piber from the original OG Piber to the grip
to Grip 2.0, and then they gave you the best of both worlds with with Omni, the cat dog. Like, it
well,
just
and they're
keeps
doing some like
on-
collaborations. They just did a
Yep.
collaboration with Mamaki
Right.
and you know, a kebab
Right.
like rotary you know, for UV printing.
Yep.
And then I believe there's another collab they did, but I don't know if it's public yet, so I won't say
Yeah, and
that
then
one just in case.
Well, and then that's another thing too. Now UV printing is on the landscape. Something that was once, you know, again, industrial. Now in the maker space, you got the
Yeah.
UV make. I'm sure the UV make is the first one.
Yeah.
That's like small size
Right.
for the maker.
Pause that thought because I want to talk on that a little bit more. But Trisha is asking us if we're on I-20.
No, not yet. Anyway, I don't know
Okay.
if we're going to be.
What
on
are we
I-20.
on?
We're on 12.
Okay.
Something going on I-20, I guess.
I don't know. She was asking us, she said, where in Louisiana are y'all?
Oh,
And
no.
I said, we were in Slidell. Not sure where we are
Yeah.
at now, though.
Yeah, no, we're on the 12. Oh, yeah, that's right. Aren't they in Louisiana? Or
Trisha,
she's
I
from?
think she is. Yeah, she said, never mind, that's south. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Anyway,
okay.
so back to the
UV
UV
printer
make.
and the
yeah,
UV make.
UV make.
I'm
yeah.
sure it's not going to be the first one.
No way.
Meaning not the first one entry level.
Right.
Just like, you know, like comparing it to CO2, you know, they're like the Glowforge. They're the first one. I'm sure there's going to be not necessarily an actual xTool branded one, but
Yeah.
an xTool like another brand that's on the same level that's made for makers. Because
Right.
UV printing is just, everyone wants to get into it.
Right.
So if
But
there's
the barrier to entry for that is
a lot
is enormous.
more than a
So,
CO2 laser.
Yeah.
So if there's a company out there that can make one that's that can be cleaned easier, because
Right.
that is a big thing. That's why we don't have one.
Right.
Is because the maintenance aspect, we don't
Right.
run it at, you know, consistently like it needs
Yeah.
to be. So if they can make one that like the cleaning, and again, this might be an ink thing,
Yeah.
kind of like sublimation,
Mhm.
like those jets just need the ink, just it has to be.
Yeah.
But if they can make something
That's
a
why
little
I
bit
never got a
smaller,
sublimation printer.
right? If they can make something a little bit small, a little bit more maker friendly.
Yeah.
I hate to use the word hobbyist because a lot of people
Well,
have hobby like
but I
machines,
think
but are an
it-
actual business.
Well, and just a more basic version, right? So obviously
Yeah.
there's going to be the cons to it of that it's going to be slower. You know,
Yeah.
there's going to be some size limitations.
Right.
You know, I knew all that going into Glowforge, right? That like it could only do, you know, so much. But when it's $4,000 compared to 10, 15, 20 and
Right.
up,
Right.
you know, you get what you get, and it's a good start.
Well,
It
and
was-
you can grow to that.
Right. Well, and for me, it was, what is that?
What?
Ponchatula. Okay.
I like how this is. Listen, I saw that for at least 2 hours last night trying to like, how do you pronounce that? And just gave up, and she just sees it now for the first time.
What were we talking about?
Making
the
user
Glowforge.
friendly.
But for me, so a lot of us crafters, makers, whatever, right? We see the shiny thing and we want it.
Yeah.
And we have these like wonderful, huge plans of how much we're going to use it and what we're going to use it for. And then you get it and then life happens, or
Well, not life
the
happens.
adrenaline wears off because now you've purchased it, but now you have to actually use the thing, right?
Well, now you also have to incorporate it into your workflow.
Right.
So if
And
you're
so-
turning out a bunch of tumblers or a bunch of signs,
Yeah.
what time do you have to learn
Something new,
a
right,
new
right.
machine? And if that machine has its own software, now you have to learn a new software plus
Right.
a new machine. You don't got time for it. So,
Well, and so
that's another.
for me, it was like, you know, am I going to use this? Do I enjoy it? Can I sell the stuff I'm making on it? Because, you know, I had been making shirts and I wasn't like, I didn't have like the joy in them anymore. You know, I dreaded making shirts. I would wait until the last minute to actually like fulfill my orders because I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And when I got the laser, I was hoping that I would feel less like that, right? And again, part of that is probably ADHD, but I didn't like all the work that I was doing for such a small profit margin with the t-shirts. And so when you have these lower barrier to entry machines like the UV printer and the UV make, it helps you kind of, what do you call it? There's a fancy word for it, but basically test it test it out, market research almost. Like, is there a
R&D?
market? Yeah, is there a market with my customers and my current audience
Right.
for UV printed stuff? And it's smart to choose one of these smaller, slower machines, be strategic in what you release. You know, make sure you're not choosing products that take, you know, 10 hours to print and you listed 14, you know, or 150 on your website, and now someone actually buys them and you have to figure out how long is it going to take me to print 150 of these, right?
Yeah.
You know, do them in maybe small drops of like, oh, we have 10 available and that's all we have right now. And then when those 10 sell, you can start, you know, start making more as they sell. But you can test to see, you know, does my customer base want UV printed stuff?
Right.
And if you really do want to do UV printed stuff and you don't have that market, you can go out and find those people, but you can find those people at a lower cost. And say you test it and you do well, and now your UV make can't keep up. That's when you work on investing, either save the money up from the sales that you're making on the UV make. And again, you know, do it strategic to where, you know, you're not like pushing it too far. You're not able to fulfill orders, right?
Right.
Maybe get a second one. A lot of people did that with Glowforge because it was a machine they're already comfortable with. And
like the 3D print
farms.
Like farms, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's another option too. And then again, you save up until you can buy it, or you know, you get financing if that's something, you know, you can do. But yeah, I think the technology, it's just going so fast, and it's so cool to see.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard though, because like every new thing I'm like, ooh, I want. And then I'm like, okay, but does it make sense?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's the next question?
The next one. This one's good. How are you using AI in your business?
Man, here's a question. How am I not using AI?
Pretty much.
In the bit, like, listen, every aspect from just from the podcast aspect alone.
Yeah.
I use AI so we record individually on 3 cameras plus our guest.
Yeah.
When it's virtual. So I put in all of that information. There's an AI tool within my editing software that edits a multicam for you. So how I used to do a little bit behind the scenes is we would record, and then I would go back, sync all 4 video sources and audio sources in.
Well, it's
and then
the 4 were our 3 cameras and the guest.
And the guest, right. So those 4 sources would be in on the timeline, and then I would go in real time, watch it back, and punch between the different sources. So like camera 1, 2, 3, guest, you know, whoever's speaking. Now there's an AI plugin with my editing software that does that on its own.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect, just like all AI. You know how if you do a picture or something, it adds a finger or a foot, kind of the same deal. Sometimes it comes to a different camera that no one's speaking.
Right.
I go in and I clean that up. I don't catch them all sometimes because it's AI, and that's the downfall of AI is that you kind of like trust it too much.
Yeah, you definitely have to do some QCing. Because there's been some where, you know, we've been trying to post the podcast more, right? And so he schedules out something almost every single day, right?
Right.
Something
daily,
to post.
Yeah.
And
I use it for that too.
Yeah.
I transcribe our shorts into a text document, and I put it into AI, and it gives me descriptions based on that individual transcript of that clip. But again, not perfect. You gotta look it over.
Yeah, every once in a while he'll post one, and I'm like, "What's going on with this?" And he's like, "Oh man," and I'm like, "Yeah."
And a lot of times the shorts, it's after I upload everything, and it's the last
tired.
thing, and
he's
it's at
like,
night. It's usually at night.
Finished. He's not rushing, but just ready to be done.
Just not checking it. And again, you fall into the AI trap of trusting it too much. And then that's what happens. So that's how I use it for the podcast.
We help.
And then, I mean, anytime I have to write a script or
Yeah.
I'm like
content ideas.
yeah, I got
what do we
writer's
need
block.
to do a reel on?
Mhm.
What are some things that we can do to
Go
promote
there.
this stuff specifically?
Yeah.
I
mean, honestly, anything. We wanted book recommendations on the road.
You tried that? Yeah.
Instead of Google, now I find myself going more to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And also anything like, again, we're in like a business mindset. So anything like, hey, how do I make X amount a month?
Right.
Knowing what you know about my company and what I do, what can I do?
implement?
Yeah. What digital product can I offer? What, just any questions I have,
Yeah.
I pass it through my assistant Glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I use it in personal a lot. I used it when I was doing one of those like step vet things. I used it to see like how long is it going to take me to get in this many thousands of steps.
Will it fit?
Oh, nice.
Bam. Does it read? Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
Had to put on the extended battery.
Yeah, battery was dying.
And yeah, it's, how long will it take me to do 2,000 steps at a moderate pace? And it'd tell me,
Right.
I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that. And I'd be like, oh, okay, that's doable. And then I'd, get on my treadmill and start walking.
I would honestly say, don't be afraid of AI.
Try it out.
It's the future. If you're not, it's like Gary Vee said, it makes a reference of the yellow pages to the internet.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of businesses that were reluctant about going from, they're like, I get all my business from the yellow pages. I'm on the yellow pages. I don't need the internet.
Right.
And look where the landscape is now.
Right.
I feel like there's no going back.
Yeah.
ChatGPT and AI is here to stay. You just have to embrace it, start using it. I'm not saying use it, start using it for your business right away.
Right.
But just get your feet wet, get more comfortable with it, and then it's not prompts like we do for Google.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. You ask it you give it as much information as you can.
Yep.
And you just ask it a question of like, hey, what content should I do today to promote my keychains, to promote my course? Yeah. I want to focus on this part, or I want to focus on that. Because what I was struggling with was I was almost using it in the beginning with like Google terms, like what are some content ideas? And then they'd be super generic. And then, I wasn't giving it enough information. I wasn't talking to it like a person, honestly. Yep. And that's when the output that I got was much better.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, just the other day, because we've only been, it's kind of hard to like get my mind around. We've only had the studio open for like a month and a half, 2 months now.
Yeah.
So it takes time to grow. But for us, we've been at this for like 3 or 4 months, just in planning and everything. So I'm like, man, we're not getting like, are we too high priced? Are we too, just all the doubts running through your mind. So I went to chat and I didn't feel like typing it all out. So I actually used like the audio function. And I literally talked to it like a person. I'm like, hey, Glitch, you helped us with this pricing module. We ran it by you or whatever. We're not getting the influx. Are we too high priced for, this market? And I said for Sebastian, Vero Beach, or, what kind of things can we be doing? And then it literally talks back to you. And apparently my Glitch has an English accent.
He's a guy.
He's
You're
a guy.
Gonna have to show me
English,
that.
Oh yeah. And it talks back to you. And then not only does it talk back, you don't have to worry about remembering, because it populates the text of the conversation you had.
I won't remember.
Exactly. So it's like, no, you're actually priced really competitively in the market. You're not too high, you're not too low.
Yeah.
But what you're offering is also not bare minimum. So it really talks back to you. So that's another thing. I wouldn't use it for if you had to like write an essay or a script or anything like that, because it does pull from the internet.
Right.
So you could get like plagiarized stuff.
Yeah.
But anything else, I mean, it's a great tool to
Try
have.
it. And if you need tips, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too late now, but if you're going to next level, there's going to be some ChatGPT classes.
Yes. Well, even not like next level. A lot of these meetups and like educational based conferences,
there's a lot of information out there.
It's a topic always.
Hot topic for sure. All right, here's one. If you were eaten by cannibals, what sauce would you want to be served with?
I like a sweet, tangy barbecue sauce.
And
some mojo. You definitely have to marinate me in some mojo first, because I'm Cuban, so you have to marinate me.
You're already marinated in mojo.
Yeah, you know what? I probably am. Very garlicky.
But mine would be Green Goddess. From Melting Pot.
Oh no, you know what? This is super local. No one's gonna know. But Josefina's aioli. Her
aioli sauce
is
man.
Yeah.
If you ever come to visit us,
into that.
Yeah, we should do a local Florida laser meetup and
have her
serve it.
Yeah.
So we used her. We served her empanadas and her sauce at our
open house.
Open house, yeah, for the studio, and they were so good. We then served them 2 weeks later at the birthday party for all the boys. It's just so good.
Yeah.
All right. When you were brand new, how did you get noticed and attract customers? Honestly, for me, I posted it on my main page and I attracted my friends and family first. Honestly, I feel like that's your best bet. A lot of the guests that we've had on, that's where they started as well. And it's kind of like the perfect test market, right? Like these are the people that they're consumers as well, right? And when you're testing stuff out and you're learning, post it on your page, your personal page, and just be like, look what I made, right? Yep. Not even try to sell them, but look what I made. And if they want one, they're going to ask you, how much? Can I order one? Can I get one? And again, a lot of the guests that we've had on the podcast, they do something similar. And now all of a sudden they have, all of their friends and family, their friends of friends, and extended, acquaintances are like, ooh, I want that.
Yeah. And then also too, when you're posting your organic content and you start, if you are starting Facebook now, before, if you had your personal page set to private, it was private.
Right.
Now you can set it to professional, right? Mm-hmm. You set it to professional.
I just recently did that.
And you can set it so it'll be public-ish.
Right.
So you get to choose what content goes public and what stays private. Yep. And people can follow you without necessarily sending you a friend request.
It's one of those backwards semis.
Right? Yeah, being towed. So you can people can follow you, meaning they don't have to send you a friend request. Now, your friends become followers, and you will get people who follow you and also click a friend request. You can leave them in purgatory. You don't have to accept them. They'll still see your content that's set to public.
Right.
So it's kind of like a hybrid Facebook page, but that's really where, think about if you start a new company page, you're going to start off with 0 followers.
Right.
If you have a couple hundred already following you personally, you get that crowd plus anybody new.
I have like 1,200 and I didn't do anything.
Yeah. So, you post private pictures of family and stuff, you set that to friends only.
Yeah.
And it's right there as you post it. And you can even default to friends only, and then you just switch the public one every now and then.
Yeah.
And just had a this project was challenging at first, but I think I nailed it down. What do you guys think? And try to always add a call to action.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily buying, just engagement. What do you guys think about this? Or has anyone used, again, things that you would post in the group in your personal?
Is this something you would actually use? That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Do you know anyone that uses? Tag them in the comments if you think they would, someone would like this.
Yeah. Well, and back to you mentioned Gary Vee. He is a huge proponent on basically the everything is content idea, especially when you're learning something new. You document it. You show your followers, your friends, your family, look at what I'm learning. They see your growth. They see, it's a perfect comparison, for content later. If you're you make something badass, right? You compare that to one of your first couple projects that you thought were badass then, and they were for being a beginner, but it shows your growth. People get to follow along with you.
Yep.
Maybe they get to learn something. But that's how I would recommend it. Definitely start also a public Facebook page and Instagram. If you really want to like get out the gate and start selling, get on marketplaces like Etsy. They're not my favorite, but when you're starting out, it's huge. You know, yes, eventually you should also have a website. But you know, Etsy, you don't necessarily, if your product is good, you don't have to go find those customers.
Right.
If you have good pictures, good descriptions that people don't read, good tags and stuff, people will find you on Etsy, and it'll give you a good, you know, solid base. And then eventually once you have that good customer base, you can start that website. You know, you have more control on your website.
Yeah.
You can offer better discounts. You just all over more control.
And then
right?
also right now, what seems, again, back to, I do listen to a lot of Gary Vee, and right now what he's pushing a lot on is this live.
Live selling.
But live selling, not, I think Whatnot right now is like the hottest, what's
hottest
available.
Of one of them, yeah.
But he's not putting all his eggs in the Whatnot basket, but that model, because he's seeing a lot of it in China is going crazy right now. And it's only a matter of time before it makes its way here.
Exactly.
So get ahead of that curve. Again, look at it, because I haven't even looked at it. I don't sell anything.
Yeah. And like you said, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
But being present
on
there when there's not a lot of competition, when it's in the beginning,
right.
You can have a leg up on someone else. So when it becomes hot, then everyone else is gonna flood it, and then it's gonna be a little bit harder to get people's attention and to get them looking at you.
Yeah, but not impossible.
Right. So, you know, he's done the same thing. With Facebook, he was saying Facebook was going to be hot and crazy, and people were like, no, whatever. And then there was some other, what was the one that he thought was going to be hot and it wasn't?
Tumblr.
He
was all into Tumblr. He bought stock in it.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And then again,
but not all of them are going to be wins.
But when they are. Also, he was into it because he liked the video aspect, and that unlike before it was your social circle.
Right.
Tumblr was more on like interest based, and now look at where the algorithm is. It's interest based. So he was kind of ahead of it, which again is why I'm not saying like just focus on Whatnot.
Yeah.
But like that live selling aspect of it, if another one comes out, which I mean, there's always copycats of everything. So
if something's hot,
and
someone else is gonna
you
join.
never know which one hits and why.
Right.
Because like, I mean, think about YouTube and Vimeo.
Yeah.
Vimeo came out. People were like, oh, Vimeo, it's another platform to post videos, this and that. YouTube stayed the track and like, you have to do YouTube now.
Right.
And like, there's other streamers outside of Netflix, but Netflix is like the blockbuster right now.
Yep.
So yeah, but it's always that core thing of what it offers. So that live selling thing, it seems to be the new like Etsy and the new selling point. So keep an eye out on that, and like just think about it. And if you're brave enough to dip your toe in, I say try it and see if it's for you. Maybe it might not be for you, and the platform might not be for you either.
Right.
You might have to wait for whatever Whatnot 3.0 is, and that feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that was all a very long-winded how you get noticed and track customers, but just post like crazy.
Organic content. Yep.
Yeah, post like crazy, honestly. Yep. Why red and black? Man, so I've always loved black. And I also, my favorite color when I was younger, like in my 20s and my teens and stuff, was orange. But you put them together and it's Halloween. And I love Halloween, but I don't want to be Halloween 24/7. And orange doesn't exactly like look good as far as like my skin tone and stuff necessarily. But red was like a close second. And then, I mean, they just look so good together. The red and black, it's nice contrasting tones. And when we were planning out our wedding colors, red and black just looked great. And so our wedding was...
Well, it's also because for our wedding, we met in Vegas.
Yeah.
We're getting married in Vegas.
That helped because it kind of matched.
You and you guys had a family tradition where, like, what was it, one weekend a month or whatever, you would go to your grandfather's house and play poker.
Yeah.
So poker was very big, and the two suits are red and black.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like that also influencing, because the guys' boutonnieres were playing cards. Your bouquet and all the brides and maids things were
like, I made them out of playing cards.
Yeah. So yeah, like it also has its lineage to
Vegas, how we met.
Well, just poker. Like poker and playing cards, because it was something that you guys would do, you know,
all the time. Yeah.
All the time. So when it came time for, you know, branding colors, it was almost like a no-brainer. You kind of go, you know, it's kind of like when you name something. Yeah. When you name your business, it's always like it has something to do with you.
Riley Black.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, and if you don't know, that wasn't one of the questions, but it's a question we get all the time.
Yeah, who's Riley?
So Riley Black, that came from black being my favorite color, and Riley is our oldest son's middle name.
Yeah.
So, and it was we were tossing around, well, I was tossing around because it was my business alone in the beginning. Riley Red sounded like someone who was about to go on stage 2. And so Riley Black just flowed well.
I think she's on Love and Hip Hop.
Right? No, that's what's,
I know.
Cardi Red or was it Carly Red? Something. I think. Anyway, but speaking of Riley Black, RileyBlack.com is now live. I need to go in and finish it up a little bit, but by the time this posts, it'll be like finished, or at least finished for now. But I'm excited about RileyBlack.com. I actually had to spend a pretty penny on that domain, and then I did, and then I sat on it and didn't do anything with it. But it's basically like a fancy link tree. You know, if you want to find out anything that we're doing, it's on there. So my courses, keychain thingies, our podcast,
I think Riley Black
Media and Studios is on there as well.
Are they both on there already?
They're all on there.
Okay,
I mean, so Riley Black Media is the part that I have to finish.
Okay.
There's just a placeholder right now. I have to finish, you know, what I actually want it to say. But if you want any information about any of the things that we're doing, they're on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. All right. How do you stay focused when things keep falling apart and not going in your favor?
Man, that is, you know, when stuff starts falling apart, that is when we ask ourselves, how do we stay focused?
Yeah, we don't know. I don't have an answer to that one.
Listen, my answer is when, and this maybe a little more so for me, starting Riley Black Media.
Yeah.
And then now starting Riley Black Studios and hitting so many brick walls.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sound cliche. It's gonna sound, you know, whatever. But honestly, what keeps me focused is doing, when it comes to our nighttime routine.
Yeah.
And being that I had missed out on a lot of JR's nighttime routine because I was at work.
Right.
And now being there and then seeing their reactions when, listen, I go away for like a gig.
Yeah.
I have an all-day shoot.
Right.
And I come back home, you would have thought I was gone
for a month.
For like I was gone for like a week working, because they lose their mind.
Yeah.
So again, as cliche as that might sound, they're really what keeps me focused, and like, we got to do this because I want to be home more. And if I had to check my speed and what the speed limit was, because they're like really just parked there.
Yeah.
And we're in another state, and I have a billboard saying we're from Florida on the back.
Right.
Because our back window does have Riley Black Studios on there. But yeah, no, the boys, and being home, spending time with them, and that freedom is what really keeps me focused and like kind of aligns everything. Because I spiral a little more so than you about having to go get a quote real job or like a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Because bills have to be paid. So
yep.
You know, I put that on myself, and then when, you know, I realize that I'm gonna start missing out on a lot more.
Yeah.
Then that kind of like refocuses me and like, okay, what do I need to do? How can I start the buzz again? And then that's where that organic posting, I start ramping that up and everything like that. So for me, it's family and the freedom of spending time with everyone.
For me, I panic first, I spiral, and then I shut down, get overwhelmed, and then I figure it the hell out.
So she does a factory reset, is what she does.
I do.
You have to unplug her and plug her back in.
I do. I have to kind of have the breakdown, and then, you know, I figure it out. Because again, much like you, you know, family, the freedom, having not worked a regular job, I won't say a real job, after not working a regular, you know, 9 to 5, whatever,
working for somebody
else. Since 2018, I'm feral now. I have been able to do whatever the hell I want for that long, and it's really hard to change from that, honestly. You know, I don't want to go by someone else's rules. I don't want to help grow somebody else's business. I don't want that. And if a certain opportunity came across where it's like, I could do that, but like just to supplement my income, and it still gave me mostly the freedom I wanted, you know, that kind of stuff. Like when I used to actually work for Amanda with Cerulean Tides, it was like the perfect situation at the time, because, you know, I could work, you know, a few days a week. I would make some additional money. I'm working with materials that are in the industry that I use every day. Well, not every day, that I look at every day. So, you know, finding stuff like that, I would entertain if it, you know, came across. But the reminder of I don't want to work until 10 p.m. The things your mom's going through now with her job, you know, she's retired. She retired a little bit early, well, several years early, because she was taking care of her mom at the time. And, you know, she can't sit down. This woman, the day we were leaving, we went and took the kids to school. We came back and she had mopped the floors before she went to work. And that's just not me. Hold on, let me grab some water. But she just can't sit, right? So she gets a job, for the supplemental money, right? Because life is expensive. But to get her out of the house and to be productive and to do something. And, you know, many people who have had someone with dementia in the family, they're terrified of stopping and sitting, because that's when, you know, they feel like their mind is going to go. But, you know, she's dealing with this place. She works at a nursing home, and, you know, she does she works in like the kitchen and the dining area, right? And she serves them and whatever. And it was hard to Drusilla Lane. Interesting. They would want her to work Sundays. And when she got hired, she wanted weekends off, as she should, because she's put in her time, you know? And just little things like that, of like the expectations that they expect of you for little money sometimes, you know, working weekends, or just not having enough staff.
Yeah, or just outside of what you
want,
like hired on for.
Right.
You know, so
like, oh, you know, we're gonna do this and this and this, and then you start and it's immediately different, and you're like, wait, you said.
Yeah. And you
all right, so
don't know when it cut off.
Our DJI overheated because we had to charge it. So
Well, and it was in the sun and windshield.
Let me look at the question again that we were
So the
ending
question...
on. How do you fire a customer?
Yeah.
Okay, so firing a customer, if you aren't a good fit, you gotta break it off. I mean, if they're constantly asking for stuff last minute. So first thing you do, right, before you fire, set the boundaries. What boundaries are not there that you need to implement? Are they texting you last minute? Are they asking for things outside of your scope? Your scope. Are they
outside your wheelhouse?
Yeah. Don't. Are their expectations not matching? The product or those kind of things, right? So.
This is a cool bridge.
Ooh, yeah, it is. Here, hold on. Let me switch it. Oh, you can't really see it, but you'll see in a second.
But anyway, how do you fire a customer?
Hold on. I want to get close to the bridge and then I'll come back.
But this is dead air for the podcast.
Yeah, you'll have to edit it. Sorry. Love you. Nice shed. Big D.
Big D.
There's a D on it.
Oh.
All right, we're close enough now. Okay. Anyway, back to us. So, firing a customer. First, put in those boundaries. Make sure, hey, requests are going to have to be at least 2 weeks ahead of time.
This is really cool.
It is really cool. Do you want me to show it again?
Yeah, show it.
Ooh, oh, that's cool.
I'm sure if you're from New York, this is nothing.
Right.
Because I got to imagine this is what the, what is it, like the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. But but we don't have these.
No, we don't.
And this is pretty cool.
This is really cool. Okay, focus. So anyway, put in those boundaries. Try to make it work if it's worth it. But there's tons of customers out there. So there's amazing customers. Nurture and cherish those ones that are, easy, that don't want to make a million changes. Make sure that you limit, hey, you can get 2 or 3 revisions, like line out, how many revisions are included. And then eventually you're just going to have to be hey, I want you to have the best product. And I don't think that I'm the person to give that to you, put it on you. And they don't need to know.
It's not you, it's me.
Right. They don't need to know that the reason is because their expectations are absolutely unreasonable. But, you can just say hey, I don't think, I'm the right fit for you. I really hope that you find, that laser maker that can capture your vision and make it everything you want to be. But I'm not that person, or I'm not the one. And then you just be done. Sure. Yeah. They might be mad. They might be upset, but your peace of mind is very important and super valuable. And yeah, it can be tough, but I promise you'll be happier. So, my voice is getting a little fatigued, and so is the DJI. So we are going to end that here. We have some additional questions, but we're going to save those for the podcast recording at Next Level. So hopefully this was fun for you guys.
And informational.
Yeah, and no life update because this is the life update.
You're experiencing the life update with us.
Right. And yeah, that's been
another great episode of the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done. The Riley Black Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nino, I'm recording.